Okay, my hand's doing something weird. Let me see if you can see that. It is kind of frozen like that, and it's starting to hurt, and it's starting to twitch. So, yeah.
It started with tremors in my hands. I began to notice I was getting more clumsy, dropping things a lot. It progressed to the point where my hand and arm froze in a strange position, and I couldn't move them for almost 2 days. My doctor referred me to a shrink because he thought it was all in my head. I began to have difficulty walking, began falling a lot, so I started using a cane. My doctor told me it was a common vertigo disorder plus stress and to stop worrying about it. Then I had a seizure while I was driving. I got a new doctor. My new doctor saw this footage and asked, "Have you ever heard of dystonia?" Prior to developing the dystonic symptoms, I was already dealing with lupus, an autoimmune disorder, but I had it mostly under control. I was still eating well, exercising, walking my dog 5 miles a day, but once I began having difficulty walking, everything else kind of fell apart. I fell apart. I lost my job, my apartment, my car, my independence, and basically lost everything. In the last year, I've had 2 CAT scans, an MRI, a 24-hour ambulatory EEG, that's when you have to wear the electrode cap all night and all day, an EMG nerve conduction test, where they jab electrified needles into your muscles at various points over the body, 3 trips to the ER, more x-rays, blood, and urine tests than can be counted, 5 different diagnoses, all leading to the current diagnosis of lupus and dystonia, which I have 90% confidence in. It's the only one that explains all of my symptoms, and it feels more right than the others do. These aren't technically seizures, they are called dystonic storms, and you remain completely awake and aware during the entire episode. Since the first one, I've been having them on a weekly basis, and they are very, very painful.
It's quite painful. It feels a lot like, really bad, like Charlie horses. Well, this side there.
It's difficult to accept the reality of becoming disabled at age 30, but one of the hardest things is how this has affected my artwork. I used to paint and draw, have even sold pieces, but now for the most part my studio sits unused. Excluding amputation or paralysis, I think a movement disorder is one of the worst ailments to befall an artist. Treatments vary and have only marginal success. The usual treatment is medication, and for more severe cases, there is brain surgery. Because my dystonia most likely stems from my autoimmune issues, the majority of my treatment focuses on that. I'm taking an anticonvulsant/nerve pain med, a muscle relaxer, an antidepressant, and a general pain med. I'm lucky in that my storms generally last 3 to 5 minutes, because other people have storms that last for hours, and that would be absolutely excruciating. But I know how I'm getting through this. Humor and an excellent support system of family and friends, both human and furry. Because if you can laugh, particularly at yourself, you can get through just about anything. It may sound trite, but I can tell you it's completely accurate.
Look at this video.
That was kind of creepy. You just suddenly like. Is there anything I can do?
Start the car. There you go. That's good. You can drive.
Sure.
Yep, it's not gonna make a difference.
Sure you're okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Well, not good, but I'm
As good as you
fine.
can be.
Yeah. Where are the circumstances? Yeah, I'm good.